Hey, this is the shack that Dennis built, and today we are going to replace our hot water heater in our RV. We got only a 6-gallon hot water. It's not very big, but we're going to replace the Suburban Advantage 6-gallon RV hot water tank. So we got a couple of things we got to do. You got your propane going here. There's a little doily hat you have to take. Oh, I'm bleeding. Ah! Okay, anyway. On the back, some other things we got to do. On top, you have your DC set up. You've got 4 wires coming out of here. Down here, we've got our 120 volt, real simple. You can just see they're all color labeled. Got our hot water in, our cold water in. And I want you to notice here that these are female parts, and we want to, in order to hook it up, we got to have the male part. So let's go over and look at our over here. To take it out, you needed to remove your propane setup, your propane wire, which is this thing right here, which is that thing right there. And then we pushed it out of the back, and before we did that, we took the wiring off. That's the DC wiring, see there's only 3. The AC wiring, which we have an optional switch, which we're going to keep, off and on switch. And then we've got our cold water and our hot water. Hot water, ours is labeled red, and our propane. It's got a little teeny tiny bend in it, but I think it ought to be okay. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put plumber's tape on. You know plumber's tape only goes on in one direction. You put it on the other direction and you have problems. So make sure you put it on following the grain. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Screw that baby on there just like that. Don't need to make it too tight because it's plastic, but you want to make sure it's in there good. If you live in high altitude, they have a high altitude conversion kit. And I have no idea. See what happens. We created this little handy table. Seems like it's going to be plenty strong enough to set our hot water heater on while we hook it up. So we got white to white, black to black, and green to ground. Pretty simple, isn't it? Look at that. Twist that baby nice and tight. Make sure it's on there good. Bare ground and a green ground, they're going to work just fine together. So now we're going to go ahead and go blue to blue. That seems easy enough. This is for the igniter. And what we have is this has got a stick-on piece of tape there. When we're all done, we'll peel that off and stick it on somewhere. And then we're going to go green to green. And we're going to go brown to brown.
Brown to brown. More brown.
And the red one, just for fun. All right, so we got that done. We're ready to shove it in there to see whether it works. All right, so I'm getting ready to push it in. It's really a tight fit. You jimmy it back and forth, up and down. We're gonna tighten this on there, we believe. Hey, after working pretty hard, we finally got it in there. Such a tight fit. And so we're gonna, this is already slit, we're gonna put this on here like so. And it's not the greatest fit in the world. But now what we need to do is we need to caulk behind here. Okay. Just enough power to get it in there. All right, so we're going to put on the hot and cold water now. So they pretty much line up just perfectly, just like they were supposed to. There's the hot water. It's plastic, so all it has to be is hand tight. Cold is a little tougher. I need to
it's a tight spot.
lay down. It's just in the exact right spot, just like it was made for it. Basically, all you do is pull this off, and we'll just stick it right up there, and that's good. And then we're going to just take and stick this right here as the on and off, and that'll be good. All right, so now we're going to give it a water test to see whether it leaks. So we got no water leaks, and the next thing I'm going to do is check for gas leaks. So we got the gas on, we make sure it's on. You just take some, like say, any kind of soapy spray, and you spray it all over that, and you watch. And if you see any bubbles, you know, you'll see the bubbles. It'll be like make bubbles. It looks to me like I don't see any leaks because they would bubble out of there. Gotcha. So I'd say we're good.
Okay.
Hey, you can hear the hot water heater going. We got it going. We had to do a little bit of jimmying and jury rigging and stuff like that to get it going because the wiring did not exactly match up.
The red was supposed to go.
The red was the ignition, and that's
so
what
the red went with the brown and not the orange with the brown.
At least on our trailer, that's the way it worked. So now I'm putting these little corner braces here. Getting ready to put the door on there.
So we're going to use the old door because the new hot water heater did not come with one.
That's
for
exactly
whatever
right.
reason.
Whatever.
I'm going to have to go back on there and see if it said that you had to buy it separately or not, which
right.
I think they just expect you to use the old one, probably. I guess. I don't know. That doesn't make no sense.
What you have to do is you have to put that in that hole there, and you have to get it underneath there like that. Yep, pretty sure that's right. What we do is we're going to feed it in here, like so, and
Okay, that just needs to be bent down.
Not really very good.
That just needs to be bent down more. Yeah, like that. And boom.
And you got to clean that up. That is how you put a hot water tank in an RV. This is the shack that Dennis built. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Until next time.